back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we are going to be starting the campaign for the Missing Expedition. This is the campaign. It's a cooperative campaign. You can play it with you can play it solo or with 2 players. And this is part of the most recent expansion, the Missing Expedition expansion. Comes with some new leaders, comes with a lot of new cards. It would appear that the preferred way to gain those cards is to play through the campaign and then add them to your collection, or keep them aside because you can always replay the campaign. You could always, however, just take these type of cards out and take all the item and artifact cards and just shuffle them in and go if you could care less about a campaign. But we are going to start that campaign today, so warning right off the bat, this entire video is going to contain spoilers. There are these objective cards, which we have no idea what's on here. There's also going to be text read when certain things trigger, so I'm giving you fair warning now. If you are not interested in witnessing any part of this campaign, turn away at any point. But for as long as people seem to be interested in the campaign, I'm going to continue to play through it on the channel. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of a background as to what we're doing here. It has been about 8 months since you last saw your dear friend, Professor Coutil. You had believed he was simply traveling abroad, but his return is long overdue, and now his family has reported him missing. In these modern times of newspapers and airplanes, people do not simply disappear. The administrators at Coutil's university suspect he may be dead, but you believe he found a place beyond the bounds of modern civilization, a lost island in uncharted waters, the fabled land of Arnak. Coutil's obsession with the lost island began long before you met him. At one time, his outlandish theories of a vanished civilization were the subject of lively debate, but Coutil's evidence was scant and his theories were unprovable. Eventually, his university colleagues convinced him to abandon his crazy theories, stop talking to newspapers, and focus on his studies on something more respectable. But in private, he never gave up, and that is why you do not give up on Coutil. After contacting Coutil's family, you gain access to his papers. It does not take you long to puzzle out the direction of his recent Arnak research. Coutil believed he had finally deduced the Lost Island's location. Now you aim to follow him with a fully equipped expedition. But how to raise funds? His family will help, of course, but the problem is not fully solved until Antoinette, your chief research assistant, informs you that she has secured the remaining funds from a donor who wishes to remain anonymous. You are curious about this donor, but see no reason to pry. You are merely grateful that you can launch your expedition without delay. Professor Coutil may yet still be alive somewhere on the lost island of Arnak. After days of searching empty ocean, a faint smudge on the horizon gives you a glimmer of hope. As your ship draws nearer, it becomes clear you are seeing an island that is not on any of your charts. Scouting around the shoreline, you spy a bright light gleaming among the jungle foliage. The light vanishes a moment later, but you are certain you saw it. A flash of reflected sunlight? Could it have been a signal? You give the order to drop anchor, and soon your boats are transporting people and equipment to a good landing site on the beach. Antoinette, your research assistant, offers to supervise setting up camp so you and your most trusted people can go at once into the jungle. You readily agree. Okay, so after that backstory, we have some new setup. Obviously, you guys can see I've gone ahead and set up the board, and there's a few things that I wanted to highlight here and there. These new rules, at least for this scenario, have some flavor text to them. So we have the crashed plane right here. Only a short distance from shore, you come across a truly distressing sight: a crashed plane, several months abandoned in this wild and forbidding jungle. The flash you saw was not a signal, but rather a reflection from the plane's broken window. Expedition supplies lie scattered among the wreckage of the dear professor. There is no sign. So in order to gain the repaired plane, we need to simply go to this site and activate it. And each time we do that, we will remove one of these tokens. Since we're playing solo, there's 4. If you were playing 2-player, it would be 7. Once we have done that, we remove this site off. The one below is available, and we also get the repaired plane. And in a lot of these cases, we get this card on top of our deck. So that's a new symbol. You can see it here on our reference sheet. It looks like that. So then moving on, we have inspecting the wings of the plane. You find damage most curious. The canvas is ripped as though by giant talons. Professor Coutil often spoke of legendary guardians, fantastically large creatures that could have been tamed or perhaps even created by the lost civilization of Arnak. Could such legends be real? As if in answer to your question, a bird of enormous wingspan soars over the distant mountains and lands on a high rocky cliff. So this is the guardian that contains our next steps to finding Professor Coutil. He has Professor Coutil's diary in his possession. If you were playing a 2-player game, there would actually be 2 guardians here, the Owl Guardian and the Eagle Guardian, and an additional card. Essentially, we have to move one of our research tokens up the track here and place it on the Guardian, and then we have to dismiss. So we have to pay this here to advance onto the Guardian, and then we have to pay the 3 tablets to then defeat the Guardian. We get to keep it just like normal. Or if we have some type of ability, a card ability that says defeat a Guardian, we can use that, but we cannot move the Guardian. It says that specifically in the text here. Moving on, you have espied the creature that may have brought down Coutil's plane. But what became of Coutil? Was he carried to the creature's eyrie? Or was he left standing here, staring as the bird flew away? In either case, Coutil's fate is tied to that monstrous bird. You must find a way to that cliff. And so then at this point they talk about this fog taw, which is unique just to the campaign. It's not one that you're ever going to use outside of the campaign. And since we're playing solo, every time we investigate a new site, it shows the symbol here of the first one, but I don't think it has to be these level 1s. But every time we investigate a new site, whether it's one of these or one of these in the middle, we have the opportunity then to pay a boot to push this up. And once we have pushed this up to here, we can then, it just goes away, and we have figured out how to get to the Owl Guardian. If we were playing 2-player, we would need 2 boots. So every time you investigate 2 sites, you would then need 2 boots. So everything's, ramping up based on player count here. Then last but not least, we have, upon your return from Coutil's crash site, you discover that Antoinette has not been setting up camp as she promised. In fact, Antoinette has disappeared, along with everyone else who was not in the jungle with you. At least she had the courtesy to leave a note. To our erstwhile expedition members, please be assured that it is not our intent to maroon you here, nor to starve you. Captain Smithy is willing to transport both of our expeditions, and you will find we have left you ample food. Nor do we wish to hamper your efforts to find Professor Coutil. We simply feel that our one expedition, ours, needs to focus on higher priorities. Please accept this ending of our partnership with no ill will. Antoinette. So Antoinette is our rival. She's essentially these red pieces here. We adjusted this deck of action tiles for the AI based on the instructions here in this book. And then the last thing it does is cover the remaining cards that we haven't figured out how to gain access to. And that's going to be the Owl Idol here. So essentially, once we have gained either a 6-point tile or an 11-point tile, so we've passed the Owl Guardian, made it to the top, essentially then we can claim this to our deck. I don't, normally that happens very near the end of the game. I don't know if we'll get to keep that, maybe, who knows. But the Soda Pop up here is like a bonus card. Every time we spend coins on items, we're supposed to put them on this card. And once 7 have been accumulated on the card, let me just check and make sure. Yes, 7 for solo, 14 for co-op. Once 7 coins have accumulated onto the Soda Pop card, we then gain it on top of our deck. So, what we have here is the objective card, and a lot of this stuff we just covered, but this is giving us our main objective, which is appease the Guardian, reach the Owl Guardian and overcome it, and then we gain Professor Cutile's diary. So that's the most important one, is getting up here and getting this card. Pretty much no matter what else we do, we are successful, and even if we lose points wise, because you do still keep up with the points you score compared to the AI, we just simply deal with different things as we advance. But this is the main goal. It's not necessarily beating the AI, it's getting Professor Cutile's diary. And then there are additional achievements here, getting the repaired plane, getting the soda pop, and getting the owl idol. Each of these, as you can see, there's 2 question marks, and then there's this symbol here. It looks like a multicolored feather. That corresponds to us, let me get it out of the box here, then advancing on this. So this is this campaign tracker sheet. It's a paper tablet here. We're going to write our score that we get, so it could be negative, it could be positive, but then here's the multicolored feathers. You always start in the middle and you are just going to circle through, and you're trying to get to these story points at the end. And the question marks can be used as anything. They're wild. So essentially, if we did all of them, we would gain 1 of these feathers and 2 wild. So we could put them all into the feathers and try and push our way here to 13. Who knows? But this is part of the campaign, again, progressing you towards these story points based on the achievements you've gained during the game. So a lot of new stuff going on here. We also have our mechanic, who is an entirely new character. This will be the first time I'm playing with her. And I don't think I covered this, but these are, exploration cards specific to the campaign. But they do say there are ways to implement this in the main game if you would like to use them. Essentially, once I discover this site, I then, instead of gaining one of these idle tokens, except up here I do, I'll still gain these. I believe they stay face down because it said to place them face down. This is going to give me decisions to make, possibly benefits to hold on to towards the end of the game, and then I will place a site down. So it just adds a little bit more flavor to the game. All right, we are ready to get started here. Before we go any further, though, the mechanic has something that she needs to take care of at the beginning of round 1, 3, and 5. So she's got her 8 golden widgets over here. I'm supposed to place them up there, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to claim 2, and so let's try this one and this one. All right, so a compass and a thing, or a compass and an upgrade. I think I'm going to take a compass and a tablet. Now, I could slot this anywhere, and every time I play a card that is a golden gear, I rotate this 90 degrees, and I either get the golden widget if it's here, or I get both silver widgets if they're on the outside. So I definitely don't want to put it here or here because I've already got a thing there. So I either want it here or here. And you always start with this pointing up, so I can't put this wherever I want. If I put it here, it's going to take me a while to get it. So let's put it right there. All right. And I'm the first player, so let's go ahead and, it seems like first things first, let's start working on this plane. So here I go. I'm going to take the 2 compasses instead of a free item because I want to get my soda pop, and I can clear one of these away. Done. All right, what's he doing? Or she doing? Antoinette is a she. She is going right there. Notice that these spaces do not have the wave tokens on them. That was specifically part of the setup. So I could also go here for 2 boots. All right, back to me. So I am pretty close to getting some stuff here to be able to go somewhere. So what do I got? I got 1 boat, but I would need to spend 2 coins. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that tablet. So here's an instant action. I will spend to tick 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 tick. So I could at this point get a coin and a car to use, But instead I'm going to take this. So now I have my 3 compasses and a tablet. My tablet could come in handy up here. But that was an instant action, so I still have my other action. And I think I'm going to use it to... There's a boat there, a car there. Gosh. Let's... Actually, we're going to do... Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to also spend this gear now to turn the silver one. So even though I'm turning away from the gold widget, whenever you have the silver gear, you just pick one of the 2 silver options. So I could claim another thing here, but I'm going to use the vehicle symbol to be able to send my guy up here somewhere. So let's just go there. I could go here, gain an idle token, but no, anytime I discover a site, but I want to experience these. So, all right, our first card. Best Friend. Cooper the camp dog is sorely in need of some exercise. Activate an occupied site, so I could do this immediately, play with him in camp, or I can save this. Take him to sniff the trails. So I could pay a boot to activate a occupied by an opponent. Well, and this is also giving me either heart or a thing to work towards my goal at the end of the game. I know I'm going to be getting a fair amount of feathers, so maybe we'll just push that, because right now the only site, initial campsite here would be to get this, which, I don't know, that could come in handy. Who knows what's out here? So let's do that. Let's activate this immediately. Now, at this point, I need to take this card and I'm going to put it on this side of this card so that I remember that I'm gaining this benefit. I need to keep track of those. So I'm going to put that like that. I'm going to play with him immediately, and I'm just going to claim this because I've got my eye on some stuff here. I do need to spend my 3 compasses though to go there, so I don't have any more compasses. I don't get an idle token because of setup, but I'm pretty sure I do discover a new site. So I get, well, there's another blue thing and a coin, so that's fine. And we need to put a guardian on top. So we have a giant beetle here, and that giant beetle happens to need exactly what we want. But that was my turn. So here we go. That was a big turn. A lot happened in that turn. They want to go here to the coin. All right. I think I'm going to spend my next action to... What do we want to do? Yep, get rid of this guardian. Let's just go ahead. I don't need any more fear cards right now, so I will take a turn to appease him. I gain him now just like normal. He's going over there. And that was my turn. So Antoinette gets to go. She is pushing up on this track. There we go. And she's going to take... Normally she would take this one, but this stack is the highest, so no tiebreaker needed. And can't forget this. Every time they recommend you put a little compass token every time you find a new site. That way you can remember as an instant action, I can play one of these cards or a foot to push this up. Remember, I need to get this up to the owl guardian there, so I'll just put that back. So we push that up. And now, gosh, I wish this gave me a compass. It does not. It gives me some coins. Coins are not going to get me a compass, which I could use here. So I guess we're just going to spend that to gain a coin. And now I can... That's instant action. Let's see here. What do I want to spend my money on? Grappling hook is nice because you draw a card. You kind of waste a card you're not interested in and then get to exile a card. That's good early on, especially if you have fear cards. So maybe we'll get the grappling hook. The hat's also nice too because that just gets you what you need. I actually think I'm going to do the hat because it's closer to getting tanked. So I'll put my 1 coin there. I'll claim my hat. It's going to go down here. And yeah, I'm pretty much done here. I don't think there's much else I can do, not without being able to do this stuff. So, all right, let's see what we got here. They want the only artifact card available. Yeah, let me just double check and make sure there's nothing else I can do here. I cannot advance up the research track. I have no more cards to play. This guy's not helping me out right now. These guys by themselves are not doing me any good. I don't have any compasses. Oh, I forgot to bring out a new card. That's something I could do. That's not bad either. I do like card draws. The lantern's also a really nice play too, but I don't have that kind of money. Or the parachute, which I could use to get to any one of these locations when I'm done with it. And it's getting me a compass. And I need compasses right now, especially early on. So yeah, let's just do it. Let's not think about it too much because I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain I'm going to get this card in the next round. So that was my turn. Here he is defeating a guardian. I'm pretty sure, I believe I read the AI ignores this guardian and there is nobody out here. So since there isn't one, he's going to push up the track here. Also, the AI just skips right over the fog. They don't care about the fog. All right. Plus, they're not at a... I'm pretty sure they have to be at a location with a guardian. Yeah, I'm done. So they're going to go to the tablet. At this point, it doesn't even matter. They're claiming the lowest victory point item, and I keep forgetting to refill this row. So 1, 1, 1, 1. And out of the tiebreakers, they want the rightmost, so they're taking the ostrich. Oh, I like the ostrich. All right. And then last but not least, I don't think... Oh no, I forgot. This is what we changed. They're not going to activate or investigate any sites. They're just going to get more and more points. So this is the highest point one, and here we flip this back over, and it is the left side. So it is this one, the grappling hook. They took the grappling hook from me. Oh, you. Oh, it's a family channel. I can't say it. All right, that was round one. I'm going to go through all of the procedures of cleaning this up, and then we'll come back and do round two. All right, we are ready to begin round two. Now, in this instance, we do pass the first player token. So that's going to go over to Antoinette, and she is going to start off by... actually, she will go up here because that is the highest revealed area with a coin. So I need some compasses. I also need some blue things, and she went and took that one. So yeah, let's just start off. Well, I haven't even looked at my cards yet here. So I could get a compass there. I can get a compass there. So, but I do want to get the plane. So let's see, what do we want to spend here? I guess we'll spend teamwork to go to that location, remove this, and that will get us 2 compasses. Oops. All right. And they're going to go right here. Okay. And now I want to go ahead and move up this way on the chart. That's going to trade these in for a coin. All right, very good. And I'm trying to think whether or not she's interesting to get rid of the fear cards. I don't have any in my hand this time, but oh, maybe I could draw into some. I don't know. I just don't know. All right. That's their turn anyways. So highest artifact, right? Yeah, highest. So they're going to take this one. This pushes over here. Man, so many expensive artifacts here. All right, so I need a blue thing to go there. I need to discover a site here at some point. I would also love to have, you know, somebody work. Nobody up here is really like singing my praises, and I will get my monkey here in the next round, who will give me a free turn. So let's see here. If I play this, I would have a boat and a compass, which I think would be a pretty good deal. So we're going to play this to rotate this, and now I get compass and a boat, and we will use that boat to travel to, let's go to this one. All right, we have ransacked campsite. Voices shout in the nearby jungle. A monster screeches, rushing to investigate. You find an abandoned campsite and a few giant feathers dropped by some irate bird. Antoinette's people have been attacked. So here I can hold on to this to spend a compass to take out a guardian. So I think I might do that, although this one is very tempting as well. But I think this one plays better, plus I'm going for these symbols. So I'm going to hold on to this, set that over there. And that was, yeah, my turn. So we will, yeah, we're all done. And they are wanting to vanquish. They don't have anybody at a guardian, so they are going to continue to just push up this track. So they're in the fog now, I guess. And I did, hold on. I completely forgot about all of this stuff. So that's fine, because I'm going to put a compass here because I conquered a site. So this distracted me. So we get ourselves a site. So, I'm taking a fear card. So she's actually becoming more, I think this goes on the bottom. Place it face up in your play area. Okay, so it just goes right there. But we do get a card draw, and I get a red crystal, which is very helpful here. So, and our card draw is another fear card, interestingly enough. All right, but I got my red crystal. So now I just need to figure out who I'm fighting here. And this snake fella, he's going to give me a boat. Compass thing, and a blue guy. Okay. All right. But we went ahead and did his thing. And I am going to now, as a free action, spend this to push this up. Just keep it advancing there. All right. Yeah, I think our next step. So this was all back here. At this point, I am going to spend, my red crystal I just obtained to push this up that direction and gain this nice lady right here. And we will use her instantly to give back one of these fear cards, because they're not very helpful. All right, that was my turn. Let's see here. They are gaining the lowest cost tool, and out of these, they're going for this one. All right. What do we want to do now? This card gave me a plane, but I've traveled everywhere. It could give me this. This is also just giving me stuff. So I think I'm just going to claim those two of these. And you know what I just realized? I didn't spend 3 compasses to travel up to here. And I didn't have them technically. But I had these cards with me, so I'm just going to pay them now. I could have easily played, these two cards. It would have taken me a little bit longer to get there, but she's not discovering sites anyways, so I don't feel too bad about that. We we paid off our debts in the end. So that was my turn because this technically is not a free action card. So he's going to go here, or she. And so we've played all of these, and now we just have one more. Oh, I have two of these. Okay, Marine Mechanic and Auto Mechanic. Another. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use the boat, but I am going to get a coin, which I'll then use. Draw a card from the bottom of your deck. Okay, exile a card from the card row and refill it. But the crowbar is allowing me to activate any site. So I wonder if I use that card, if I can activate this. I think that, I mean, why wouldn't I? So I think that's what we're going to get. So I'm going to spend these three. They're going to go on this card up here. So I'm at 4 out of my 7. And I'm going to take the lantern here. And it's going to go down here. These are all going to slide. So I'm going to lose the crowbar. The crowbar was also looking like a nice option. But that's okay. I basically have spent all of my... It's tough without having these tokens. But these cards are giving me the symbols that are hopefully going to progress the campaign for me. So anyways, that was a turn of mine. So they're taking the highest cost. All of them are ones. So they're looking to get this precision compass that just came out on the board. Oh, the machete's a good one too. And I think I'm done. I cannot advance here. All my people are out. I don't have enough of anything to purchase stuff. So yeah, we're gonna pass, and they are pushing up again. Essentially, they're gonna push up just about every 2 times. I'm gonna end up having to take a fear card, which stinks. But I've got ways to mitigate them now. Maybe I'll go get that machete too. It's kind of expensive though. All right, and they are wanting to, these piles are equal now, right? I think. Is this pile the same? Yeah. So these piles are equal now. And so we need to flip this over, and they're gonna take this person away. There we go. Okay. That was the end of round 2. We are still very low on this track. We need to get moving up this track because this is the main goal. I'm very close here. I need to obviously get here to get to there and repair the plane. I think I'm there. So, all right, we'll be right back. All right, round 3. We are back to being first player. Forgot to tick her off, but I am going to go ahead and use her to, well, no, we could probably use one of these. I'm going to use one of these right here to go here, get my 2 compasses, boom, boom, and go there. Yep, that was my turn. All right, she is going there again. And then I am going to play my lantern here, which says any site. So I'm going to activate this site. I feel like this is a legal play here. So there we go, because it basically just said activate this site. So this goes away now. Just stick it over there. And I get this card now on top of my deck. Boop. And what? I even forget. Return a placed thing to your board. I love those types of cards. All right, and that was my play. So we are going after, ooh, that's a beefy one right there. So I've got quite a lot of compass tokens here. Not quite enough to make it up to there, but I could, ooh, and this was round 3. So I've got my monkey, and I should have 2 more of these things Almost forgot that. Ooh, exile a card. So I don't necessarily have to buy the machete or draw a card and a boot. Ooh, I think we're going to have to go draw a card and a boot. So yeah, I want to see this happen as soon as possible. So there we go. All right. Now, before we do anything else, I'm going to get rid of this fear card here. And the monkey right now is giving me a silver turn of the dial, which would give me a car, and then I already used this. Oh, I could play this guy to do double cars to get all the way up here, to get another tablet, which will come in handy, but I need one more compass. I do have this one that can get me there. So do I go for it, or do I pick up an artifact? Ooh, that one artifact that would cost 4 here, so I wouldn't be able to explore out here anymore. Gosh, decisions. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play this. Give me my coin and my compass. Yeah, and I'm going to go for it. I am going to go for it. So, let's see here. We're going to tap the monkey to twist this for a silver. So I'm actually going to use this and this. I will flip that over now. And 6 compasses. I'm remembering to spend them this time. Boom. And ooh, which of these do we want? I think it's this one, this early on. So I get this now. So I get another one of those, and now I have something finally that I can slot up here. And I have to slot these in order. So the first one I slot would have to go here. If I make it into slotting these, I can activate this down here, which gives me a coin, a compass, and a turn on my dial. That's silver. But let's check out our card here. Abandoned mine. Antoinette's group seems to have been working on this ancient mine. It would be easy to extract the ore beneath the inscriptions they were studying. Okay, start digging. Gain 2 coins. Also choose 2 sites and give each of them a coin token. The site gives you, only you, the token when you activate it. Before I forget, I'm going to put that right there. Or research with a discount of boom, boom. Which would be very handy up here. So I think I'm going to save that one too. All right, now let's not forget. And you know what? I did not even pull. For some reason, I thought these were not even going to be needed. But they are needed. So let's get these out. Still had them all bagged up. We're going to give them a nice little truffle shuffle, as my friend Barrett likes to say. And we're going to plop right there. So even more stuff for me to take. Wow. Okay. So 2 more of those. One of these. I really do want an artifact now because I got these things for days to spend and activate a. That's a site that is. Oh no, that's any site. So I could lose. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take this for right now. Yep. Okay, so I've got all that. We do need a guardian, and I forgot to put my little man up here too. All right, so he is taking some stuff from me. I don't have a compass. Interestingly enough. So I think I'm going to have to take another fear card. I'm going to go ahead and spend this to push this up. There we go. And that was our turn. All right, you are going here. Okay, now what do we want to do? I could afford that. Well, no, I technically can't because I need a compass from somewhere. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and advance up the track here. So we're going to push this. That's going to give me my compass I need, ironically enough. So I could spend this to get my compass, no, to get my blue thing and escape from that guy. And we might do that here. But let's see. Let's see what they do. He wants the highest cost item. Oh no, he's taking my machete from me. You dastardly person. Ooh, the sea turtle gives you card draw. Okay, I like that. I do like that. So what do we want to do here, ladies and gentlemen? I'm still going to think about this. I'm going to play this for its action to instantly gain a coin, but then I'm going to immediately turn around and spend said coins to pick up the sea turtle. So that's going to go right there. Research with a double discount. Ooh. No, I'm saving that one. So yeah, I think we're gonna do this. So yeah, I'm just gonna slot that to take that. It's still his turn, but I don't think he can really stop me from doing anything. He wants the lowest cost one all the way to the left, so he's taking the bear trap. Ooh, I like the rope too. Anything with card draw and anything that allows me to return a character to the board is bonus. So yeah, I think we should go ahead and vanquish that guy. I could push on up here. I could even use my card here to do that, saving my stuff for like here. So I could push here and then here and catch up with him. No, I don't have enough blue things. All right. But the question is, am I concerned about a fear card? Right now, I'm down to just one. And I have this girl who can pretty much get rid of one every time. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So, let's go ahead and spend this now. So, I'm going to slot this with this now facing up, this little mask, to remind me that that's the symbol I get at the end of the game. All right, and that's going to allow me to push up here by just spending this. This will get me a compass. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. And then the question, how is I getting up there? I don't remember. But that was my turn anyways. So they are pretty much rarely going to be fighting someone. I guess they could, but they are catching up with fog. And me, how can I don't have anything that upgrades. I don't have any way to spin. Can I purchase any of those artifacts? I cannot. I'm one compass short. That's unfortunate. I think I'm done. But I'm getting closer and closer here. So let's see what else he's doing. That doesn't matter. And this is another push. And he is taking away this one. Ooh, get a fear card, but get a red crystal. Ooh. Ooh, alright. That is the end of round 3. On to round 4. Alright, here we go. They are the starting player this turn, so they are going for a coin, highest one with a coin. So they may actually vanquish a creature this time. I am going to play Marine Mechanic to give this a spin. I'm actually not going to use this one because I want the car and the compass. The car is going to enable me to go right here and get my coin and this. All right. Most expensive thing. They are taking the rope. Oh, they're always taking the cards I want. It's like they can hear me. It's like it's Siri. For the rest of this round, whenever you buy, you may put it on top of your deck. I can't forget about the soda pop either. Because that's gonna allow me to revive somebody. Ooh. Okay. Let's focus here. Focus. Because on my turn, I can advance going up this way. So that's going to give me my 4th compass. Okay. Ooh. 3 coins, 3 tablets, 3 arrows. Yeah. Okay. All right. Most expensive artifact is this one. So good. They didn't take the one I want. I get to see another one. If you play this from your hand, you may exile it to gain exile a card and gain a coin. So I think what I'm going to do is, otherwise, do I want to spend some stuff to travel up the river here? Oh man, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any more compasses. Oh, that's not true. All right, yeah, let's do this. I am spending 4 compasses to track down this artifact. It goes into my play area. I'm going to have to take a fear card into my play area, which I will then immediately give right back to the game. I think it's because she has a puppy. I think that's why. But I also get 2 arrowheads. All right. Yeah. Yep. She's so tempting. I think that's what we're going to do. I just need some way to exile some more cards, which I guess that might be it. Okay, that was my turn, no? Lowest cost to the right, so the landing net. I need to make sure I can buy something here. Use the effect of a tool from the card row. If that tool says to exile it, exile toolbox instead. Okay. All right. Neither one of those is that great. But I got to get my soda pop. So, what do we want to do now? I could do silver spin to gain 1 compass and play another compass here. I could also go and get her. Yeah, let's spend this and this to go up this direction, and I think it's got to be her. Okay. And then that was my turn. So he's finally putting somebody out there, and it's just down here. Okay. I I can return a placed worker. So I guess I could use him to go there and get some stuff. So yeah, let's play this to return a placed worker. All right, they get a turn. They are going here. I literally just vacated the premises. All right, I'm gonna spend her for her boots, I guess. No. I've got a fear card that I can do that for. Go here and get 2 compasses. Oh, come on. Okay, just need 1 more. Come on, 1 more. Oh, I've got 1 more in my hand. Yeah, we'll get there. They are pushing up the track, and these 2 are the same, so they're going to take this guy away from me, but that's fine. I got all my people now. I got alls my people. And what I need is 1 more of these to push up right there. So maybe we can get that exploring. So here is this card now to get me my 3rd compass. That's a full play though, so they're going to get their last turn, and they finally do get to take out somebody. So there we go. And I've actually lasted longer than them for once. So I can do it now. Yep, yes I can. I'm going to play this. No. I'm going to play this for this. So this is going to tick, 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 tick. I get both of these. So I'm actually going to get an extra compass. I'm going to then travel to here, spending 3 compasses. I'm going to put 1 right here so I don't forget to move that up in a minute. And then we will flip this over. All right, a trail of feathers leads you to the sacred place. A giant bird passed here to arrange flowers around the shrine. What prompted this behavior? So I can examine the shrine immediately to gain a coin and upgrade technically this to a gem, which would allow me to push up here next round. Or continue on the trail. Exile a card and gain a compass. Look at the top tile stack. You may place it on the site. This is giving me the best, but this essentially right here is giving me what I need to push up and then be 1 spot away from there. So I think we're going to use this one instantly. At this point, none of these symbols are bad that I'm going to be playing with. So yeah, we're going to get a coin here, and I can turn this into a gem. The only problem is that this is in the way. Now I could flip her to push that up. Yeah. Yep. So I think that's what we'll do. But first things first, I get some more stuff. So beautiful. I get lots of tablets here and even more coins. Okay. I'm okay with that. And what do we got here? Oh, you're going to give me another fear card. So, man, I could turn this and get the boot. I have the coin, but I don't have the blue arrow because I spent it right here. So unfortunately, I am going to have to go back with another fear card. I still have the monkey, so if I rotate this, I can get another coin out of it. That's unfortunate. Yeah. But I really got to push up here. So, all right. She's done. So I'm going to do what I said. Do this to push this up We got to get to the owl. And then for my next trick, oh, that was a free action. I'm going to spend this and this to push up here. That's going to give me a compass. I could pick up that ruby candle holder, which will help me exile all these fear cards I keep getting. So yeah, let's do that as my next trick. I will spend this and this to take you and exile you and gain a coin. All right. Let's see what we reveal here. I'm kind of running out of stuff I can do. I have 2 coins. That's not enough. Not enough. But hold on. My monkey companion here can allow me to tick, 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 take a coin, and I will immediately spend them to... Yeah, I think I'm going to take this one, which this is going to go on the bottom. But this would have been the 7th thing that goes on here. So I get this card on top. Boom. So we're just 1 card away. We got that out. No, 2 cards away. We need these 2. I think at this point I am pretty much done. I can't move up here without a blue arrowhead. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. And I also need a blue arrowhead there. So these are the same things. And this is the ultimate goal. I've been saving this card this whole time to take that guy out as soon as we get up there. So let's push on to round 5. All right, here we go. Round 5. Here are my 2 choices. This symbol means you may draw the card on the bottom of your deck. So that's an interesting mechanic that we've never seen before, but unless I just turned around and bought the parrot, which could come in handy. Yeah, especially like up here. I don't know whether it would be that useful, so I'm gonna slot this one in and we're gonna stick it right here. That way we have a better chance of actually using it. So there we go. All right, that is that. We are the first player, so we need some blue stuff here. So I could, interestingly enough, I could exile this card to gain these last 2 things, which is an interesting proposition. Oh gosh, with a discount of a thing, draw a card, exile this card to, exile this card. I have to exile this card to use it. You silly soda pop. Okay. What did I say I needed? 1 blue thing. So the question is, do I spin him to get here? Or do I just spend fear to go there? I think that's probably it. Okay. All right. Their turn. Highest cost artifact is this one right here. So at some point he's going to take that that parrot away from me. So yeah, that's a thing. All right, so I actually have to discover a site before I can go take on this guardian. So I'm sitting here all fussed about that, and it's not even going to happen. So yeah, and I don't have any of my gold. Let me just tick you away. Get rid of you now that I've made use of you. I could use this. I can draw a card and travel with a discount to get up there, or even play my soda pop here to... No. I want this to be a golden one, but it's not. So on my turn, I'm simply going to play this just to get one of my things down. Yeah, I want this. I want that compass right there. I also just realized that to use this, I have to spend a compass to get rid of our fine feathered friend here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to tap the monkey to spin this. He's only silver, and we're going to get a coin, right? Then I'm going to exile Soda Pop. That's fine. It's going to give me a compass, and it's going to allow me to get my monkey back, which I will then immediately tap to spin and get my third compass. So all I have to do is hopefully get a compass somewhere up there. Yeah. Two things. And there's my compass. Okay, I got it. I got it figured out. But that was my turn. They are advancing up to here, so they're going to take this spot, and then they are going to want to take this guy, which at this point doesn't matter. I don't think I'm claiming anybody else. All right. I now am going to play... Oh, no, I can't. I don't have enough freaking compasses to get up there. That's the problem. I don't have 6 compasses. I only have 3. So I'm going to spend 2 coins to hire a plane. 3 compasses, put 1 there to travel to this location. Yeah, was that worth it? I don't know. I don't know if that was worth it in the end or not. Because at some point here, I am going to need some more coins. Yeah, I like these cards. Let's see what it says. Ooh. Okay, Dark Cairn. You find an ominous cairn. A fearsome stench emanates from within, and your colleagues are reluctant to search it. You could make them search it anyways. Fear card, coin, and an arrowhead, which would be helpful, but return a placed person to the board. Definitely saving that. All right. So we get a card draw here. Let's see what we get. Not helpful. All right. A coin. And another freaking tablet. I got tablets for days. And a guardian. And this guardian would give me an exile. It requires a foot, a tablet, and a thing, which is, again, everything I need to advance up this track. So, okay, I can do it now. But that was my turn. So let's see here. He is wanting to go up to there. Yeah. It's straight cheating that he's got like 6 people he can put out there. Okay. I am now, as a free action, going to play this to push this up here. I believe now I can get to this guy. I don't know whether I need to... Let's see, I had to push it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this is gone now. Not 100% clear on that, but we're just going to say we're done with it. Because this is round 5 anyways. So I did that as a free action. I'm now going to progress by spending this up onto this location. I will then spend my teamwork here to twist this, tick, 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 claim the free compass, which I will then use to play this. So there we go, to defeat said bird. After days of struggle, you have finally found a path to the monster's eyrie. You lead your expedition up the face of the cliff. As your head rises above the ledge, you come face to face with an owl of enormous size. It does not eat you, not immediately. Making no sudden movements, you climb onto the bird's ledge. Now on your own 2 feet, you still must look up to meet the creature's gaze. Behind those jeweled eyes, you perceive an intelligence. The creature is wary, but not hostile. Is there perhaps a way you could communicate? If only you knew more about these legendary guardians. Kutil would know. Ah, but Kutil has been here. In the center of the guardian's nest, you see a notebook that must have come from Kutil's expedition. But did Kutil bring it? Or did the bird carry it here? Or did it fall from Kutil's lifeless body? To get the answer, you must get that notebook. But how? After your arduous climb, your speed is doubtful, and there is no way you can overpower this monster. Perhaps it would consider a trade. When you overcome the Owl Guardian, gain Professor Kutil's diary to the top of your deck. So I would have gotten a card draw there. Ooh, I like that. Okay. This goes on top of my deck. So I think I would have done the card draw first. This guy's over here now. So yeah, I could take that guy out if I wanted to not get the fear card at the end of the game here. Question is whether it's worth it. Oh no, I don't have the blue arrow. That's the problem. I don't have the blue arrow, but I can use my lantern to get there. Okay. All right. Highest cost. He's just taking the only one left. First aid kit. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Either exile up to 2 or keep 1. Return the rest in any order. That's not a bad thing, but I'm not going to be able to get it. Okay. So, let's see what Professor Kutil's notebook is all about. I'm going to play... Actually... Yeah, I'm going to play this to return my guy to the board, because that's a way to get away from not having to defeat this guy. That's one way to do it. Alright, that was an action, so technically. I think technically me defeating the Guardian was also an action, but... Alright, he's taking first aid kit. Ooh, carrier pigeon. Alright, so the last thing is me pushing up here and then here. So let's play the lantern to activate this and get our thing. Good. That was a turn. So what's he doing now? He is going here, actually. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's spend these 3 items here. We're going for the Owl Idol, ladies and gentlemen. Going for the Owl Idol. Pushed up here. That gives me a compass. Did I get a compass when I pushed up into there? I cannot remember. I cannot remember, but that's fine. So I need a red gem, which I could get from right there. But that was my turn. They are actually going to vanquish this sucker here. They're on a roll now. Alright, it is my turn. So, what are we going to do here? We are going to play the Mighty Sea Turtle, which allows us to draw a card. Professor Kutil's Diary. Choose 1, 2, or all 3 of these, depending on whether your notebook has advanced 1, 3, or 5 rows. It's advanced 2. Yeah. So I can choose one of these. It's probably going to be a card draw. But now I can place my person with a discount of a single boat. Now I need a red gem. So do I go here and take the... Yeah. Or do I risk going here? This gives me a card draw. If I get an idol to put up there, then I'd have to trade in a coin, which I can get from her. So yeah, let's investigate a new site. That's probably the better deal. So I get that. It stays face down. Oh, look at that. We got it anyways. It's okay. I could use another one. We got our fear card, which is unfortunate. And another one of these tablet suckers. So we need a monster here. So in this case, I need to spend a card without benefit, a thing, and a blue thing. I think I'm just taking another fear card. All right. Their last turn is to go there. Okay. So I still have this one. I could either use it to get a token, which would then allow me to get the stone jar. I can go ahead and let me tap her to get a coin, and then I'm going to immediately spend those coins to push up into that slot. So now I need to get at least a 6. The owl idol requires a 6 or the 11-point tile. So I have these 2, and that's it really. I need a red and a coin, or a compass and a blue. So I could, yeah. So I think this has to be a card draw here to play to figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, card draw. Of course it's a fear card. An absolutely worthless fear card. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if we're going to get to the owl idol. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion that I'm pretty much... I don't have any options to make this work, but I can trade this in for a card draw. So let's just see what's here. It would literally... I don't think I have one that gives me a red gem and a coin. So, yeah, let's just see here. All right. Theodolite, or however you pronounce that, gives me a coin. Okay. And then gain a compass for each of your people already placed on the board. Well, that's 2. Okay. So what can I do with this? I could purchase my 2. And that's it. 2 compasses is not getting me much. I could purchase the Serpent Idol, though. It gives me a fear card and a thing. It's a lot of fear at the end of the day, but I wouldn't have to pay for it. And then I have it. Actually, hold on. So I spend my next action to take the Serpent Idol. I have to take a fear card. Alright, but I get a red gem. This goes out in front of me. So now I have 2, do, and do. So I can now spend these. Boom, boom, boom. To take one of these. Holy cow, I did it. Well, that was quite lucky. We'll just put you there. Okay, so I get this. This goes right there. Unfortunately, I'm never going to get a chance to play it. Let's just see what would have come out here. What was the next one? Flip over somebody. No, nobody was getting. If I would. No, artifact, I should be able to get that, right? That should come straight into my hand. What does it say? Owl Idol? No, Owl Idol goes right here, unfortunately. But I think that's it. An excerpt from Coutil's journal. It seems the only way to pass the owl is to bribe it with this journal, which means this, my final entry, is written not for myself but for you, O finder of secret things. Whether you be behind us by months or by centuries, I hope these notes shed some light on one humble archaeologist's attempt to reach the temple of Karkal. I accomplished everything just barely I set out to do. And so yeah, let's count up real quickly scores, and we'll just figure out who the winner is. All right. So final scores here, 56 to 61. So I believe that makes my final score for campaign purposes a 5. So it's whatever the positive is. I honestly think that I did not play very well, but the fact that they weren't ever exploring, so they didn't get any points up here, and I got very few. So here's 7 points right here. I'm getting 6 from these and 6 from here, but this is 7 points that I often don't have at the end of the game. This would have given me some of the stuff I needed at the end. If I had something there, I probably would have slotted it, but since I got very few from traveling around, this was worth 7 points for me. So I think that was it right there. Now that the game has been completed, we take a look at our board here, and we're going to write a 5 right here. I can't quite remember what we put in these little tiny boxes here, but that was my score, positive score. And so now starting here in the middle, I've got a gold. So I just circle that one, or maybe I cross through it, I don't know. A heart, a second heart, one of these fancy leaf things, and a mask. All right. So in the future, how I decide to handle these cards may determine, maybe I may make my decision based on the symbol I'm going to get. And then I have one more of these for the Owl Idol. And then I have 2 question marks, which means they could be wild. So I could go heart, heart here to get up to 16. I could go get here to 13. That's pretty much it as far as what I could do with it. So I think we're going to go here to here, because if I get a hat, I could stick my hat right here, and then get to there. So let's see what happens when we end up with, plus the heart one looks really long too. So at this point, I now get to go to the end of our campaign book and read section 16. So this is another warning that there is a spoiler about. As twilight falls on the evening meal, the camp cook approaches you looking somewhat embarrassed. Raising his voice just enough for everyone to hear, he says, "We know it was hard on you when Antoinette left, and, well, we just wanted you to know that wherever you lead, we're behind you. Your team presents you with a thoughtful gift. Start the next chapter with the item card on the bottom of the deck." So I've got to go track down thoughtful gift, because I don't think that was one of the ones that I did not use. There were several cards here, but actually let me check. Nope. That's notes from Guardians, and these are for the journalist. So yeah, that is something we're going to have to track through. But and that was just for the next one, I believe. Just the next game. And that was very thoughtful of him. So that's what you get for unlocking hearts. Start with thoughtful gifts. Start the next chapter with the item card on the bottom of your deck. Okay. Boom. That is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for Chapter 1, Scenario 1 of the Missing Expedition campaign for Lost Ruins of Arnak. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And if, more than likely, I'm going to test out the journalist. One of the nice things is you don't have to use the same leader in every chapter. So I can test out the journalist next. It's one of the really cool things about this campaign is being able to test out 6 leaders, essentially. So more than likely, journalist next. If there is a leader, especially from, Expedition Leaders expansion, which I do have, we'll be diving into those for chapters 3 through 6. So if there's somebody in there that you would like to see a playthrough of, please let me know in the comment section below, and we'll make that happen. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day.